Hey guys, welcome to my video. This is a video to help you navigate. Let me adjust this a little bit. If you've noticed, I am in my closet. This is Labor Day and I'm in my closet. So I just want you to know that as your child's teacher, I am working super hard. I have not stopped working actually. And so I want to give your child the best opportunity to be successful in my class. But for your child, especially for my remote learners, it's going to take a lot more accountability on their side. And so I want to help you as parents keep up with it, because parents, no judgment zone. I know it's hard. I raised two daughters of my own. We homeschooled them for quite a while. And then just up until a year ago, we fostered teenage boys. So we had about 25 boys come through our house. And getting them to do the work at school was always a constant battle. But there's ways that you can keep on top of it. But teachers, parents, it is a big job. And so please, if your child says they're doing their work and yet you see zeros appear, they are either not doing their work. They're not doing their work, I can tell you that. But they might think they're doing their work, but most likely they're not doing it at all. And so let me just give you some tools that will help you. One thing that really helped us even before, because we fostered before the pandemic, was Skyward. Skyward, you can actually request, and I don't remember exactly how we did it. You can always call the front office, but there is a way to request that you get notifications. You can get notifications for zeros. You can get notifications for low grades. You can get notifications even if they're like skipping class. We would get notifications and be like, hey, you were tardy or you were not there or stuff like that. But be prepared, especially if you have several children. We would get like 2 emails a day per child. So if you have like 3 kids, that could be 6 emails a day in your inbox. And so if you're ready to look at that, it's definitely worth the time, but it is work on your part. Remember too, as we were fostering, I also worked a full-time job. So I understand. It is a lot of work. The new thing that we have that's available that I'm just been made aware of is the Canvas app. There is a Canvas app you can have on your phone, and I know that all of us don't have the data or the storage on our phone for such an app. But if you do, it's well worth it. Your kids can have the Canvas app, you can have the Canvas app. And in fact, looking up the Canvas app, what it would look like for students and parents, I found that there's actually a teacher's Canvas app, which I've since downloaded on my phone. So that is another way to keep up with things. But I want to show you what a Canvas page looks like and then kind of help you understand what the expectations are for students in 7th grade in general math. And I'm going to try to generalize this a little bit so that maybe it will help you with your other classes. First off, if your kids go to my Canvas page, they see this, and it's very cute. I'm a teacher, I'm a female, and so I made it as cutesy as possible. And so, but you're not going to necessarily get this from all of your teachers. Some of our, especially if you're a guy coach, I can't really see them making cute little buttons. But these buttons are just links to get you to a page faster. Everything that's here is also here in modules. So if you have a teacher that doesn't have cute little buttons, or if you're a day late on my page, the buttons won't necessarily work. If you're looking for an assignment that was a day ago, you can always come in here and look for things. So if your son or daughter didn't do something, like they didn't do classifying rational numbers, or they didn't sign up for Delta Math, you can click on modules, and that's where everything is. It's actually behind it. In fact, while we're back here, I'm letting you see that this is just kind of all the stuff you need for the beginning of the year. And so that's something that you can look at if you need like tutoring schedule, which even that's going to change for 7th grade. I'm going to tell you a little bit about that in just a moment. But I'm going to hit back here on the home button. Okay. So Daily Do is something that a student can click on every day. In fact, I would expect your child to do that, especially if they're at home. And it will, and it looks like it's not working because I think that was set for last week and I haven't uploaded it. But normally what they might do, let me just go back to modules. I want you to see what they might see. So if they might click on, let's say they click on this assignment. This is what, if they clicked on Daily Do, would come to this. What I've done for my 7th graders is I've created assignments that it's all, okay, I'm going to click off of it because it won't let you see me. But I've made it to where it's all encompassing, where everything is there on that one tab. And if there's something else your child needs to do, there will be a next button down here for them to do. So the thing that I've noticed some of my kids, very few, but a couple of them, is they're clicking on this. This is a thumbnail right there. They don't want to click on that. They want to click on this blue because then it will open up and it will actually be something they can fill in and submit. So again, if there's something else that they need to do, there'll be a next button down here. So I tried to make it easy as possible. Whether your kid's at home or whether your kid's at school, they're getting the same instruction. I am not up teaching all my classes. The kids are watching instructional videos. Now, if the child is in my class, I'm able to kind of see what they're doing and check and make sure they're doing it correctly. But if your child is at home, I can't see that. Which brings us to another button that's on my front page, which is the Zoom. Now, what I had advertised earlier is that at 3:50, Monday through Thursday, your child could click on that button and they could see me in a Zoom meeting and they could ask me questions. Now, I haven't had hardly any 7th graders show up for that. It's been mostly the pre-AP algebra class, but I will note that I had this one young man that was showing up every day, but he wasn't telling me he was in 7th grade. And it wasn't until about Wednesday of this week that I realized that he was a 7th grader. And so Thursday when he showed up, my algebra kids were doing a review. So I asked him if he had any questions. He said no. And then I told him that, I told him goodbye. But I want you to know that I'm going to go ahead and set up a new Zoom just for 7th graders. So my algebra kids are meeting from 3:50 to 4:15. At 4:20, I will have a Zoom meeting just for 7th graders. And so at 4:20, they would need to click on that Zoom with me. Now, if at 4:30 no one's clicked on it, I am going to leave. Or if at 4:20 your child clicks on it and shows up but has no questions for me or nothing to say, then I am going to leave because I can't pull up their data in a meeting because then everyone else can see it. So they will have to be able to ask me a specific question. I might be able to go over the homework depending on the day, but they're going to have to come more prepared. Like, I don't understand how to do this. And then I can explain to them to the best of my ability how to do whatever it is that is required of them that day. But there is a lot on your child's plate, especially if they are at home, where they need to take care of their stuff. And so I know that's hard for them to do. Now, I want you to know that they can see, not only Daily Do tells them what to do that day, but if they want to see, well, what was I supposed to do yesterday? Or what am I going to do tomorrow? They can look at the week at a glance and it will give them an idea of what's coming or what we have already done. Because if they click on Daily Do on a Wednesday and they want to know what we did on Tuesday, it's not going to tell them. They have to look at this page. So let me go back to the home page. Again, this is where your kid goes. We talked about the Daily Do. We talked about the week at a glance. New to my page, they've already supposedly seen that. But parents, if you want to know kind of like year at a glance or things like that, you can go and look at that. There's a Zoom with me. I've been taking grades on quizzes and Delta Math. In fact, in 7th grade at General Math, I've been taking a lot of grades. So parents, please look at the grades. And I promise you, if there's a bunch of zeros and your kid is saying they're doing the work, they are not doing the work. Again, no judgment zone. I was a kid. I tried to get out of stuff. My foster sons would try to get out of stuff. Just understand they're not all doing their work. In fact, I have a good 10% of my kids that are doing absolutely nothing, and I don't know what to do with them. And so I can email parents. I can send chats to the kids, but I can't make a kid do the work. So that goes back to you. And so you're going to have to figure that out. And it's a challenge. I'll just tell you that right now. Now, most of my instruction is done by video. In fact, all of it is. And so if you have a video that's not working, you can click on here. I would click on it, but you wouldn't be able to see it on Screencastify. But if you click here, you'll see all my videos. Your child might have to look for it, but hopefully the video will work inside the presentation, because that would always take you to the exact video. Now, this right here is just this video that I'm creating. I'm going to put it right here. Now, I want you to know that over here to the right-hand side, if your kid is on their page and I make a comment, that they will see it there. If I say, hey, you need to correct something or you need to do something, apparently you'll see it here. If I give a grade, maybe you'll see it here. I'm not really sure if they will see that. But I do have open on their page the modules, which again is everything behind my cute little page. All the assignments are here. They can go to their Google Drive through here on the left-hand side. They can look at their grades on Skyward. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's something empowering about looking at your grades. And I want you to encourage your kids to look at their grades every day. I will encourage them, but I can't make them, and I don't always think of it. But please encourage them to look at their grades. Some of our foster sons that had never experienced success in school, or even anyone that cared whether they were successful at school, learned just by looking at their grades. It was empowering for them to know that they could do something about it. And so I would encourage you to encourage your kid to be looking at their grades. Parents, please be looking at their grades also, especially if they're remote learners. Look at their grades every day, because things spin out of control pretty quick. So again, for my 7th grade parents, I will be in a Zoom meeting Monday through Thursday at 4:20. And so please feel free to show up for that. Parents that are in class, if your child should be home by then, if they want to click on at 4:20, that's okay too. I'm totally open to it. And so I hope that was information that was helpful for you. I hoped to send this video out a week ago, but so many things are changing, I decided to wait. So if you need anything, please email me. Students, if you need anything, chat, and I will get back to you as soon as you can. But please be gracious to your teachers. We are working super hard off the clock. And so, but we love you. We want you to be successful. Have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.